Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session on our virtual tour of our on-demand courses. My name is Aislinn. I'm the Content Marketing Manager here at UCD Professional Academy. I'll be your host today. Just before we get started, just to go through some housekeeping. So this webinar is being recorded and we will share the link with you in the coming days via email. Sometimes it can take 6 to 7 days, so keep an eye on your inbox. If you have any questions, please do use the Q&A box at below, and we will do our very best to answer them all at the end of the session. Just to go through some of the agenda for today. So first off, I'm going to hand over to Colin. Colin is our marketing director. He's going to talk to you a little bit about UCD Professional Academy. I'm then going to hand over to Alan, who is our learning operations executive. He's going to talk to you a little bit about our student success here, and also he's going to give a run through of our learning environment. So just a brief synopsis. So our learning environment is the platform that you'll get access to when you sign up for one of our courses. So he'll kind of go through what that looks like. It's where you access your class recordings and also additional resources. After that, I'm going to play a quick 2-minute sample lecture. Today's sample lecture is actually from our digital marketing course. We've lots of on-demand courses available, but for purposes today, we have selected the digital marketing one. It's to give you an idea of what to expect from the classes. After that, then I'm going to hand over to two of our education consultants, Jake and Rebecca, and they are going to talk to you a little bit about our on-demand courses and what's on offer and maybe what's the best fit for you. They'll also talk to our enrollment process. And then I'm going to hand over to Antonio, who is our head of product, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about academic standards. Then lastly, before the Q&A, I actually have a free trial for you guys today. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit how you can access that, as well as a special offer that we have available for you guys today as well. So without further ado, Colin, I can pass over to you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Colin. I am the Chief Marketing Officer for UCD Professional Academy. You're all very welcome to this webinar, today's webinar. It's the first of our summer series of webinars that we run. This is quite a popular program that we run at this particular time of year. As Aislinn's mentioned, we'll be going through quite a coherent and detailed overview of our on-demand courses this year. But just to give you a little bit of background to UCD Professional Academy, it looks like these webinars, this one's very strong numbers that are coming through on it. So we won't delay and we won't hold you back. UCD Professional Academy commenced around about the tail end of 2019. And we started actually with modestly with about 3 or 4 courses, and over the last couple of years, obviously through COVID, which has been an accelerant for online learning, we've expanded now to a really dominant position across Ireland. Hopefully you've all heard of us before. We now have over 40 courses across an entire range of subject areas, from the creative through to the business, through to analytics, a full range of courses for professional, impactful, career-changing upskilling. In terms of the delivery that we have, we also, across all those 40 courses, we have what we call different delivery methods. We're here obviously to talk about on-demand delivery, and that's just one part of the delivery options we have. Professional Academy is proud to offer live online, which is like Zoom recordings or Zoom lessons live like this. We also have on-demand, which is what we're discussing today, in class, and then short bootcamp versions, typically online bootcamp, where the entire course materials are compressed into a week. So a range of courses and a range of delivery options, which is really where we're very proud to confirm that we think we have one of the strongest online offerings for professional training. Typically for these webinars, we have a mix of attendees and students. We'll have a lot of individual learners and a range of corporate learners as well. Corporate's a really big growing area for us, where we're taking in waves of students. And what I find interesting is we'll put people that have inquired for the first time and they're just dipping their toe in and wondering whether this is the right course or the right delivery method for them. We'll have people that have studied before with us and are coming back to see a second course, and hopefully, if that's you today, a very warm welcome back. And then we'll have people who have registered, who are signed up to start a course but maybe haven't yet started yet. And with that, if that's the case, hopefully you'll find some value today and get an idea of the sense of the support that we offer, and also what you can expect learning platform. Some quick numbers there that we have. We have over 2,000 organizations that have trusted their employees with us, and that's a growing number. 84% student satisfaction, which is a great number, and real testament to the quality that you can expect from UCD. And lastly, our latest numbers, 35,000 students that have enrolled with us over the last few years. So a really high volume, and that's just over a relatively short period of time. I think one thing that's very interesting and relevant today is we start to talk about this number of active students that are with us at any time. And actually, at any period of time throughout the year, we have typically around 4,000 students studying with us at any point in time. So what I think, where this is all about on demand, and obviously the audience today are interested specifically in the on-demand courses, the message I'd leave with you before I hand over to student support is that you won't be alone when you're studying with us. This isn't you sign up and it's a Netflix sort of environment where you just binge through it and there's nothing there to support. This is a fully supportive educational experience that UCD have pulled together, so you can be confident that you're in safe hands and that you have lots of student support and also even opportunities is to mix with other students as you progress through the course. So with that, I want to thank you once again for your interest. I wish you every success as you study with UCD Professional Academy, and I'll hand you over to Alan, who'll talk through student support. Thanks.
That's great. Thank you so much, Colin. So next up, we have Alan, who is our Learning Operations Executive. So Alan, when you're ready.
Many thanks, Aislinn. So, as Aislinn mentioned, my name's Alan. I'm part of the student success team here at the Academy. Our goal is to make sure that every student has an experience that is not only interesting and educationally fulfilling, but also enjoyable. When you enroll in a course with us, you can be confident that you'll be supported every step of the way. We're easy to contact and very approachable, and no question is a silly question. We're really proud of our ongoing student satisfaction rate, which currently sits at 84%. And to make sure we maintain this success, we send out satisfaction surveys during your course so that we can monitor all feedback, questions, and any queries or concerns that you might have. When you're enrolled in your course, you'll gain access to your LMS. That's the Learning Management System, which is where all of your course materials live. From the LMS, you can also search our FAQ section for answers. And if you can't find the answer, you can get in touch by clicking the Contact Us button. You fill out a quick form, or you can also email us on professional.academy@ucd.ie. When you've submitted your work and it's graded, you'll get an email letting you know your results have been released. And if you're successful in passing your course, you'll receive digital certification that you can share with the world. I'm going to hand you back to Aislinn now, and I hope you enjoy the rest of today's session.
Great, thank you so much, Alan. That's not the last of Alan's voice. He's actually kindly pre-recorded kind of an intro to what to expect in your learning management system. So as I said before, this is the platform that you are going to get access to when you sign up for one of our courses, whether it's an on-demand course or a live online course. You'll get access to our LMS. That's what we call it for short. Here, you'll be able to access all your classes, be able to talk to your lecturer, other classmates, and other resources that we have available. So I'm going to play this video for you now. It's just a 3-minute video.
When you log into your LMS or learner management system, you'll be presented with a view similar to this. If you scroll down on your homepage, you'll see a number of areas that you're able to access. One of these is the live online session space, which is a link showing each of the upcoming Q&A sessions which you can attend. Okay, you'll see them over here in the calendar view. I will mention the Q&A sessions are not mandatory to attend. You can attend as many or as few of those as you wish to, but you will see the scheduled upcoming ones here in this section. If we click back to our homepage, you'll see, as I mentioned, a few other sections, including our communities and extra space. Within there, you'll see a number of videos for webinars that have happened previously and other videos that you may wish to explore. You'll also see the essential course information section. And if you click in here, you'll see a number of pieces of information, again, relating to your course, including, for instance, a link to our FAQ, a link to your student handbook, and other various articles that may be of interest. As we come back again to the homepage, the main area of the homepage again is the access to your main course content, and this is within here. Okay, so if we click through in here, what we're going to be presented with is a tiled view of each of the units of your course, and also a number of links to further information. Okay, so you'll see the student handbook is linked here also, a link to our FAQ section, which also includes a number of videos for frequently asked questions and the answers to those. And also you'll see a section listed as your assessments. So within that, it'll give more detailed information on your assessments. I will also mention that there is a larger assessments area at the bottom of this view as well. Okay, and when it comes to submitting your assessments, this is where you will go. So when you look in here, you'll see again additional information such as how-to guides for your assessments, a template in this instance for your action learning log, and further down here you'll see the actual submission points for where you will upload your assessments for grading. Okay. Looking back again at the overall tiled view, you can see that each of these is one of the units for your course. Just to mention, if you log in first and your balance is not completely settled, you will see only the first half of your course. Okay, once your balance is settled in full, then you will see the entire unit list. Okay. If we click into one of the units, again within this, you'll see a number of links. So you will see access to a forum where you can raise questions with your lecturer. You can also raise questions and topics and have discussions with your fellow students. You'll also see a link to the slides for this particular unit. And you'll also see a link to the video content, which is your actual lessons themselves. Okay, as we click in here, what we're going to see is it'll bring us to a video page here. I'm going to click next, okay, and your video is going to load up here, okay, and you'll watch that through. And when you get to the end of that video, you'll click next, and you'll continue through to the end of that section. And this pretty much is how each of the sections of your course is laid out.
Great. So I hope that gave you a better insight on what to expect when you sign up for one of our courses. This video was taken from one of our leadership and management courses. Of course, we have many more courses available. Next up, I'm actually going to show you a sample lecture. The sample lecture is taken from our digital marketing course. It's a quick 2-minute video, and it's to give you an idea of the style of how we present our courses. They're usually recorded in small snippet pieces, so they're easy to be able to consume. So I'm going to play that video for you next, and then after that, then I'm going to hand you over to our education consultants, and they're going to talk to you a little bit about all of the courses that we have available for you.
Hi, welcome to the UCD Professional Academy course on digital marketing. We're going to start off with Unit 1 today, an introduction to digital marketing. My name is Eilish Bolgadli, and I will be your presenter for the duration of this course. Let's take a look at the course outline. We're starting off with an introduction to digital marketing, but then we'll go on to building a digital marketing strategy in the next module. This is followed by a look at customer experience, which is also linked to user experience and how we deal with the layouts and the design of our websites. Following that, we will talk about search engine optimization, also known as SEO. Then we will discuss paid search with Google, also known as SEM, search engine marketing. This is followed by email marketing, automation, and CRM. Social media, organic community building will be the next module, and that will be followed by Module 8, paid social media, where we will discuss advertising on social media platforms and paid for options. We then take a look at video, a core element of all digital marketing today, and in content marketing. That will cover areas like video made for TikTok, for YouTube, and for stories, amongst others. Content creation and the key elements of content marketing will follow from that in Module 10, and then we will discuss measurement and analytics in Module 11. Our last module, Module 12, will be a case study practical workshop that allows you to explore ways to expand your understanding of this course by taking part in more practical exercises. We'll discuss exercises you can do and an approach to the strategic brief in any digital marketing campaign.
Great. So I hope that gave you a better insight into what you can expect from our courses. All of our on-demand courses will follow the same kind of format with the lecture on screen and the slides. Again, that was taken from our digital marketing course, and it was an introduction into our actual courses, but all of the courses will kind of follow the same structure. So now I think we are ready to hand over to our education consultants, both Jake and Rebecca.
That's great, Aisling. Thank you so much. And yeah, a big warm welcome to everyone here on the webinar today. My name's Rebecca. I am here with one of my colleagues, Jake, and the two of us will be one of our education consultants that we have here at the UCD Professional Academy. We're here just to talk you through a brief snippet. We won't keep you all too long, but we are here to take you through a few snippets of the various different courses we offer through our on-demand modality. So again, the courses I'll be taking you through firstly would be the leadership and management, our project management, bookkeeping and payroll, and our GDPR for business courses. We will be discussing the on-demand options in detail today, but please do note we do have various other different delivery methods available, such as a full-time boot camp, a part-time online, and an on-campus option as well. So if the on-demand isn't exactly suited to your needs, don't worry, we will find the solution for that. And we do recommend having a consultation call with our team who can really go into detail about the various different modalities we offer, various different courses, just to find the one to suit your needs that bit better as well. So just a brief snippet on our leadership and management course. So this course will be suitable for any working professionals who are looking to advance into a management or supervisory role. It would be beneficial for those who are already in a management position, who are looking to upskill or refresh their skills, or to gain a formal certification or training to back up their previous work experience that you have. It would also be suited to any business owners or entrepreneurs who are looking to kind of lead or manage a team, no matter how big or small that team may be. And the course would consist of 12 different modules that would make you kind of go through them and learn how to become a more of effective and efficient leader in any type of organization. And the course would be completely designed to be transferred and adapted into any sector as well. It would mainly look at the various different leadership styles that we have, and basically this can help us identify which leadership style you would identify best with, and also how to develop others on your team, boost performance, and how to overcome challenges in leadership or management roles, such as difficult conversations, and how you can communicate with your team a bit better also. The next course then we would have is our project management course. So again, another one of our most popular courses for sure at the Academy. And again, the goal of the Professional Academy Diploma in Project Management would be to provide our students with knowledge on how to manage, monitor and review project outcomes with a various broad framework that can be applied to any project within any career or industry. It would cover the life cycle of a project with a huge special focus on the project initiation, the planning, control, and execution. And it would cover the project life cycle that can be applied to a number of project management knowledge areas such as scope, scheduling, cost, quality, stakeholder, and communication management as well. There also is covered a standalone module on agile project management methods. And there would be some experience needed to undergo this particular course. But again, one of our education consultants would be more than happy to take you through these requirements in detail and make sure that you're comfortable with the course material. And also our project management course, it does tick the educational requirement box needed if you did want to undergo the PMP exam later down the line. And again, we'd be able to advise you a bit more on that in the consultation call also. Our bookkeeping and payroll course then is our third course that I'll be taking you through. And again, the Professional Academy Diploma in Bookkeeping and Payroll Management provides an overview of the two crucial functions to support every business. That would be how to maintain an accurate record of the financial affairs of the business itself, and how employee payments within the current legal and tax framework in Ireland at the moment as well. The first part of the course, you will learn the essential terminology and concepts of bookkeeping. So it's a lovely mix of the practical and theory-based that comes with that bookkeeping title. You will learn how to manage ledgers, balances, cash flow statements. And then in the second half, you learn all around the payroll processes, or various different terms that would be used, and relevant legislation to the company would need to be updated on, and calculating tax credits. The process of setting up new employees also, and you will have the opportunity to use a various different payroll software system. The one we use is a common interface system, so it can be adapted to any software that you might use in the future as well. We do also have fantastic follow-on courses that would complement our area of bookkeeping and payroll. And again, we would be more than happy to cover this with the consultation call as well. And finally, the last course I'll take you through is our GDPR course. So again, this course is suitable for absolutely anyone who is responsible in ensuring that the business is compliant with the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR laws, that are in practice in Ireland at the moment. Again, the course will provide our students with a practical introduction on what GDPR is and what it really means for you on a day-to-day basis and how to carry out your roles. Basically, it's done in plain English, super easy to understand, and there's no big terminologies that might get lost along the way as well. So it's a really easy to follow course. So now I'll pass over to my lovely colleague Jake, who's going to take you through a few more of our courses.
Hi, yeah, thanks very much for that, Becky. So yeah, like Becky said, my name is Jake, and I would be one of the education consultants here in UCD PA for the management, HR, and marketing courses. So firstly, we have the digital marketing course. So this would really be our kind of flagship marketing course. It's a 12-module course, and it basically gives you tools and insights needed to kind of kickstart or even validate a digital marketing career. So really is kind of the A to Z of digital marketing, and basically the whole course centers around kind of how to build a digital marketing strategy from scratch for a company of your own choice. So within that strategy, obviously we touch on a few different things. So things including SEO, so search engine optimization, Google Ads, email marketing, a bit of automation around that, content creation, social media, and then ultimately measurement and analytics tools as well. So it's all kind of well and good to know how to set up a social media ad campaign, but you need to know how to measure its success as well. Next then we would have the PR and marketing communications course. So this is a slightly shorter course. It's a 10-module course, and again, similarly, the course kind of centers around how to build a public relations and marketing communications strategy for a company. So some of the key learnings that you would get from this course, I suppose, firstly, to understand how public relations differs from marketing itself, how to manage those media relations and the communication with the public, how these kind of corporate communications as well can have an impact on the company. So there is a bit of CSR in there too, so corporate social responsibility. And then finally, you would look at some kind of key PR and marketing tools. Next course there is the Finance for Non-Financial Managers course. Again, this is a 10-module course, and really it's kind of exactly what it says in the title. It's a finance course that has been built for people coming from non-financial backgrounds. So the kind of main goal is to help our learners understand key financial management concepts. So that would include budgeting, costing, financial statements, so things like cash flow, profit and loss, etc. And really just to be able to look at these financial statements and then make informed business decisions off the back of that. And then also if you can imagine yourself in a meeting with maybe other managers or even finance professionals, one of the key learning goals from this course is to make people more confident in these situations and to help them, I suppose, not only understand what is being discussed, but also to be able to give a more kind of coherent response and have kind of structured opinions on it as well. Next there we have the change management course, a slightly shorter course at 6 modules. And I suppose the only constant is change, as they say, and the same kind of applies to this course as well. As it was kind of completely changed and revamped only recently over the last couple of months. So yeah, really what that's all about is how to create environments where change is seen more so as a positive benefit to everyone rather than kind of something that people shy away from. So within that, you will obviously learn a few different kind of models and frameworks to work off. You'll be given skills on how to manage resistance to change and kind of people putting up barriers and stuff like that when a change comes up. You look internally at yourself as a leader of change, a leader of people through change as well, and how to strategically plan for that change. And then I suppose we have noticed a lot lately in the industry an emphasis on culture within an organization. So there's a full module on cultural change and what is involved in that as well. And then lastly, we have the HR management course. Again, one of our most popular courses here. It's a 12-module course that goes through kind of the nuts and bolts of HR. So it sort of goes through the life cycle of an employee. So starts all the way at the kind of recruitment and workforce planning phase, onboarding employees, a bit of kind of HR legislation involved in that as well. Goes into kind of probation management. So once they're in the role, and then further on, once they're kind of fully fledged employees, so things like performance management, grievances, absenteeism, reward and recognition, learning and development, and so on. So yeah, really takes quite a comprehensive look at the kind of full HR function. Just to note that this is our more kind of introductory HR course, so the professional diploma in HR management. If you are already a HR whiz, you would probably be better suited to the specialist diploma, which is a bit more advanced, but that wouldn't be available in on-demand format just yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it about the HR management course. And yeah, now I'll pass on to Becky to discuss the enrollment process.
Thanks so much, Jake. Yeah, so guys, basically once you've downloaded a brochure with ourselves, that will enable either myself, Jake, or one of the members on our teams to be able to give you a consultation call, which is a key part of our admissions process here at the UCD Professional Academy. As there is some courses that you would need either some requirements and stuff like that. So we do like to make sure that we do have a consultation call just to take you through the expectations of the course, exactly making sure to what skill set you're looking to work on, and really be there to help you with that. So the consultation call is a personalised one-to-one session, again, with a dedicated education consultant who's with you throughout the full enrolment process from start to finish. So you don't have to chop and change and be telling people the same story over and over again. We're here and your education consultant is with you from the very start. Again, you will be given tailored advice on what kind of course you're looking at and also what career pathway you're looking at, and we will come with a pathway together and get you on that road to upskilling. We're also here to discuss the different methods that we have on offer here at the UCD Professional Academy as well. So again, like we mentioned before, it would be a live part-time option. We have a full-time boot camp that's done over 5 days, and there's also on campus as well as on demand. So again, we're here to take you through each one of them in detail, just to ensure that we are selecting and putting you on the correct modality to suit your needs better. We're also here to discuss pricing. We do have there's payment plans and everything like that. So we're here to take you through that. Also any discounts that might be running as well. So we're here to really make sure that you're getting the best value for money, making sure that we're selecting the correct pathway and the correct course for you as well. Back over to you, Jake.
Lovely, thanks, Becky. And just to add to that as well, I suppose a lot of us as education consultants have actually completed on-demand courses with ourselves, so we have kind of first-hand experience of that and what it's like. So yeah, do feel free to pick our brains on that. We're going to pop up a poll now shortly. So Aislinn, if you want to go ahead to the next slide. So yeah, if you would like to book in for a consultation call, and I suppose once we receive the request for the consultation call, we'll be in touch in the next coming days. So an education consultant can reach out to you. Obviously, there may be some of you out there who have already had a consultation call, or even maybe spoken with a colleague who did the exact same course and is in the exact same role as you, and maybe you're just ready to get enrolled straight away. That can also be done via our website, so no issue at all with that. But yeah, just to be aware, if you do go kind of straight on and enroll, we might just give you a quick call just to make sure you have all your questions answered there.
Great, thank you so much, Jake. I'm just going to give that just another second. We still have 1 or 2 more people popping in there to the poll. And then after that, then I'll continue on with the slides. Give them another second there. Again, guys, if you have any questions that you want to ask either Jake or Rebecca about any of the courses, please do pop them in the Q&A box there below. We are going to have a 15-minute Q&A session at the end of the course. So any questions that you have in particular about any of the courses, please do pop them in the Q&A below. So I think that's good. I'm going to end that poll there now. And I'm going to hand over to the next slide, which is Antonio.
Thank you, Aislinn. I'd like to talk about quality and maybe cover 3 main points. The first one is about how we govern and how we conduct ourselves regarding the quality of the courses. We work closely with the Academic Oversight Board. So the board members are not part of the Professional Academy. They sit in the wider UCD community, in the UCD School of Science, UCD School of Business, and so on. And the role is to advise us on anything that has to do with essentially 3 things. One of them is sourcing the subject matter experts that develop and teach the courses that we offer. And the other one is about how we design the courses and how we review the course materials as they are updated over time. And the third one is about how we craft the assessments and the whole assessment policy and how we conduct all that process. So second point is obviously assessments. And one thing that is important and I think reflects the quality and the purpose of the courses that a professional academy offers is that we do not rely on multiple choice questionnaires or things like that. Because if you think about it, whatever your goal is right now, whether it is to get a promotion or to move to another role, when you go to your employer, your prospective employer, the way that you demonstrate that you have a skill or you have some expertise is not by answering a few questions, is by doing something, is by producing some outputs. And therefore, the assessments for all the courses that have been discussed so far, the expectation for those assessments is that you produce something rather than answer some questions. So if you do change management, you will produce a viable, tangible plan for driving change within your organization. If you do project management, it's going to be an actual project. If you do digital marketing, it's going to be a strategy plan, as the video showed in the last unit based on a case study. So they are very nice, actionable outputs that not only support you demonstrating towards the professional academy that you acquire the skills, but also to your employer, because in most cases that output that you're producing is actionable. You can put that to work in your own context. And finally, the third point that I have about quality has to do with this being a cycle. And so as you go through your on-demand course, you're going to notice that there is a couple of surveys, one more or less at the beginning of the course, another one at the very end. And we're going to ask you questions about your experience and your learning and how the whole process worked for you. We take that very seriously. And as I said before, we have a dedicated process for updating the courses, making sure that they stay relevant, and of course, looking at any issues that have more to do from a logistical point of view about the delivery and ensuring that you have the best possible learning experience. So by closing that circle and paying attention to what you say about the courses, we can improve them and make that contribute to future cohorts that are taking the course as well. So those are the 3 main points that govern how we go about quality with our courses. Back to you, Ashley.
Great, thank you so much, Antonio. So as I mentioned at the very, very start, we actually have a special offer for you today. So it's 20% off most of our courses this July. So if you want to either maybe write down that code there, the code is summer20, or again, if you want to just take a picture of it, please do so now. Again, if we have any L&D managers on the call and you are kind of interested in maybe some corporate training offers available, absolutely, we'd be really delighted to talk to you. So you can contact us there on that email address, professional.academy@ucd.ie. So I'll just give you a quick second, maybe if you want to take a photo of that or write down any of the details there. And then after this, I'm going to talk you through our free trials that you can access, and then we'll pass over then to Q&A. So we have a few messages over there in the Q&A, so please feel free to pop any questions that you have there into the box now. So our free trial, so we currently have a free trial on our project management course. It's a 14-day free access, and there's absolutely no commitment to purchase. It's really just to give you an idea of what you can expect and kind of start off your learning process like that. So if you want to access this, I encourage you to do so. It's a great free trial. You can do so by scanning that QR code. Or if you're not able to do it just right now, if you want to take a photo of the QR code, maybe to access it later, I'll let you do that there now too. That is great. And also, if you're not able to scan this QR code for whatever reason right now, again, you can contact us at this email address, professional.academy@ucd.ie, or on our website, we have a chat bot. We'd be happy to send it on to you. That is great. So we're going to open up the floor for a Q&A at the moment. So I'm going to pop up some of the questions. I know the guys have been busy answering some there throughout the presentation. So again, if you have any questions, please do pop them in. So I see there's one active there at the moment. So what tools, applications do you use in creating content videos? Do you publish SCORM, I think, content? Is the LMS you use a themed version of Moodle? So Antonio, that might be best to give to you, is it?
Yes, so we are currently not using SCORM packages. That, by the way, this is a very technical question, and in terms of your learning experience and so on, it wouldn't have an effect whether we use SCORM or LXP or another technology. But the answer to that is we don't use SCORM packages at the moment, and yes, we use a themed version of Moodle, which again is another thing that in terms of going through an on-demand course is not going to be, and it's not going to determine in any fundamental way the learning experience. But just to answer that technical question.
Great, thanks, Antonio. I have another question there from Anne. Are there any work-based, I assume you mean experience, on any of your diploma courses? So I might pass that over either to maybe Jake or Rebecca.
Yeah, absolutely. I can jump in here. So just kind of given the short nature of the courses, there wouldn't be any kind of specific work placements on them. However, I suppose throughout the course, if you are engaging with your classmates on it, if you're engaging with your lecturer as well, the lecturer is kind of an industry expert, so they will be able to point you in the right direction to let you know kind of what companies are hiring or maybe what direction to go in. But yeah, just given the short duration of the courses, there wouldn't be any kind of work placement inbuilt into it.
Great, thanks, Jake. I have another question there from Whitney. Now, again, not too sure who best the question this is for, so you might jump in if you think you're best to answer it. Will a certificate be given after completing the project management within 14 days? So I assume she might be talking about the free trial. So will you get a certificate if you were to complete the free trial within 14 days? So I don't know, maybe Colin, Antonio, or one of the education consultant guys might have a bit more insight into that.
So if it's a free trial, it's just a trial. It's not a full course. So there's nothing. There's no certificate at the end of that. The free trial gives you a chance to see a little bit of the learning experience. If you're talking about the full course, you have the option to submit maybe a little bit earlier, but it wouldn't be in any case in 14 days. The grading process and the processes that I mentioned earlier have to be there in place, and there are things such as grade moderation and other things that involve a number of people in examining the assessment. So it takes longer. They're 14 days.
Thanks, Antonio. I have a question there. So would these courses be good for someone who finished the Leaving Cert recently? So I might pass over to either Jake or Rebecca, maybe possibly.
Yeah, I can.
You go ahead, Jake.
If you want to do the next one that came in there, Becky.
Perfect.
I suppose it depends on the course, really. That's why we'd really encourage people to book a consultation call, depending on the course. Like some courses would have some entry requirements. For example, our project management course, typically we'd have people that are a bit more mature in their careers. Other courses might be more kind of entry level, but I suppose typically the student profile that we'd have are people that have maybe worked in the industry before or are a bit more mature on their careers. But yeah, absolutely book a consultation call with ourselves and we can run you through that.
Great. And then I suppose the next question might be a good one for Rebecca. What is the minimum qualification for the bookkeeping courses?
Yeah, brilliant question. And I suppose our bookkeeping and payroll course would be an intro level course. So you don't need any specific, experience within the areas of bookkeeping and payroll. Now, if you do have a small bit of exposure in either of those areas, it would be absolutely, would be great. It might help resonate things a bit better. But again, it's not a requirement at all. What we do say is that our students should be comfortable with reading, interpreting numerical information, such as like on spreadsheets, you're comfortable with that. And also to kind of be comfortable performing basic mathematical operations and like calculating percentages, a basic understanding of Excel. Also, the payroll software we do use for our bookkeeping and payroll course is only compatible with Windows 7 through to 11. So it's not supported on any Apple laptops or computers. So it will be a Windows version 7 through to 11 that would be kind of the software that would be needed.
Great, thank you. And I can answer the next one, I think. So the next question is the free trial starting today or from the day an individual accesses the free trial? So it will start from the day you access it. So it's not starting today. If you don't sign up for today, it's not going to start today. So from the moment you access it, that's when your 14 days start. And then we have another question here. So what kind of resource material is available for the online lectures in on-demand courses? So I might pass that over to either Jake or Rebecca again. I could say that again. So what kind of resource material is available for the online lectures in on-demand courses?
Yeah, absolutely. From my experience as well, from doing an on-demand course, the lecturer can pop up different resources there. They'd obviously have their slides, maybe external reading. We also have an EBSCO library. So it's a full online library where you can access a lot of different kind of journals, articles, etc. So yeah, they're just some of the resources that we'd have.
Great. I might hang on to you, Jake. So is there any requirements for the HR course or the digital marketing course?
For the professional diploma in HR management, there wouldn't be. And for the digital marketing, no strict requirements either. So yeah, if you're a complete career changer or if you're looking to kickstart a career in HR digital marketing, yeah, absolutely, we'd welcome you onto this course.
Great. Thank you so much, guys. So that's all of our questions. So again, thank you so much for joining today's session. We will send you an email with the recording in the coming days. Please keep an eye on your inbox. Sometimes, as I said, it can take 6 or 7 days, and also sometimes it can go into spam. So please do keep an eye. If you don't get the recording, absolutely reach out to us and we'll be happy to share it with you again. And again, if you've selected that you want to hear from a consultation call, we will prioritize in contacting you. If you decide after the fact that you would like to set up a consultation call, as the guy said, if you go onto our website, you can download our course brochure. It will automatically generate that the guys will send you a call anyway or give you a call. So once again, thank you guys for joining our session today, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And thank you for all of our speakers as well today.